Guys, what is up? This is Shatner's Prodigy back from my week-long hiatus. Sorry about that. I was sick. It was a sinus infection. I was just knocked out cold. I'm still not 100%, but, you know, that's not going to stop me from bringing this content here to you. So here, starting off with our first duel against U2176. And here I normal some of the Ganashia because I drew into the desynchro, so I didn't want to have it banish itself whenever it went to the graveyard. Just so I could use that desynchro, because if you don't know, you can't desynchro if both synchro material monsters aren't in the graveyard, nor would you want to. So, yeah, that's why I don't use the Dark World dealings to discard the Ganashia and special summon it, because it would banish itself and that wouldn't be good. So here I'm looking pretty set up, it's looking pretty dang swish, and here I get my Photon Pulse Dragon using the Ganashia and the Glow-Up Bulb, so I'm able to make the Quasar. And there I said, where if that was a bluff, negate the Regeki, and as you see, this guy is playing Gishkis. He sets one, summons out Gishki Marker, which adds a Gishki Ritual Monster from the grave to the hand, but he thinks it adds one from the deck to the hand. So I'm quick to correct him, and he puts it back in the deck. And then he adds one from his graveyard to his hand, as he well should, and then proceeds to discard Vision, which just, you know, accomplishes the same thing in one fewer step. But yeah, whatever. So, yeah. There I'm just messing around with the counter because this guy's taking an extraordinarily long time. Here he summons out Gishki Zeogaigus, rips into the shadow, and this is totally his first turn, isn't it? This is his first turn. He's flipping up Solemn Warning. I can't believe I didn't catch that. Oh my goodness. Right there. I am such a noob. I didn't even catch that he flipped up Solemn Warning. Am I missing something? Oh my goodness. Okay, so he flipped up Solemn Warning, having set it that turn, and I completely didn't catch it. And yeah, that's how I lost this game. Oh my goodness. All right, wow. I'm honestly out of words. I summon Michael the Arclight Sworn, banish his Zeogaigus, and attack him directly. Then, oh, I am so blindingly stupid. Oh, wow, okay. He summons out Soul Ogre. He spins back my Michael, and he attacks over my Lurie. I can only do 1800 damage, he has 2400 life points, so I scoop it up, and oh my goodness, why? Why'd I do that? Oh, I'm such an idiot, okay. But yeah, there I just do the play so he knows I almost had game, and then I just scoop, but if I wasn't an idiot of the highest order, that would have played out differently, so I lose that one, I'll take a loss. Going into our second game here against Madior. Here he's playing Infernities, he goes first. And he dualities into Avenger and activates Zombie World. I activate One Day Apiece, and then I activate Dark World Dealings. And I discard the Glow-Up Bulb. And I just pass. I could try and go for a play here, but really, I already used my Glow-Up Bulb's effect to summon, so it wouldn't really help me. So here he summons out Mirage, special summons out those two. Gets his Archfiend's effect to search out the launcher, activates launcher. Necro summons out Avenger, goes for a level 8. He goes for Void Ogre Dragon. Launcher summons out those two. Necro summons out, what do you call it? Necro summons out Infernity Avenger. Here I do that, which this was the play I was going to make, which is why I summoned out Glow-Up Bulb. But I just realized that I am under 1 day apiece, so I was in no danger of getting OTK'd anyways. But yeah. If you don't know, Zombie World makes all the monsters on the field zombie-type monsters, and because of that, he can't summon out his what do you call it, Infernity Dragon thing, because if you don't know, Infernity Dragon it needs Fiend types. And yeah, my Glow Bulb dies, I'm still under 1 day apiece. So I don't take that 50 damage, but I just scoop it up because there's no way I can come back against 4 back row, a Theme Solemn Judgment, and a board of that caliber. So I just pass. Here we go into our third duel here against Tuma. And I'll activate Upstart into Draw. And he clicks on the card in my hand. I ask him if he has a response to second Upstart. He didn't realize I activated 2. That's why you always gotta pay attention, people. If your opponent has 6 cards in hand and they're going second, they're doing something right. So here I'm looking to see what I can get. Here I go for a Reagan using Chawa and Grimro. He activates Blackhorn of Heaven. I send a card from my deck to the graveyard. I can't special summon out the Reagan. If I could special summon out the Reagan, then I would. But because it never hit the field, it was never special summoned properly. Its summon was negated. I can't special summon. So he uses its effect, and I think I just scoop it up because Seraphs just get so much advantage so quickly, and you can't do anything about it. And I have no chance of drawing a Soul Charge, so in the end I just scoop it up. I lose to Ouroboros, and he clears my field with the Scepters, and there's nothing I can do. So yeah. Here you see me repping the Kira sleeves. I just quit out in the end there because he was taking too long. I mean, that's really what it came down to. Goblin into nothing. I'll normal summon that. Discard Raven to special summon out my Chawa. And I have that Dealings in case something goes wrong. And I'm going to use Crest's effect to special summon out Raven. Discard 3 to make him a level 5. And this gives me access to Fabled Reagan. And Reagan will draw me 2 cards. I rip perfectly. I'm not going to lie. That was honestly the best thing I could have ripped. Go into the Armory Arm, go into Reagan, draw 2 cards, and then I'll go into Quasar, special summon out that Level Eater, draw a card, and just see if I can make a play from here. It doesn't look like I can. I can't go for double Quasar, despite the fact I would have loved to. He sets 4 cards, goes for that Shadow Mist, which we all know and love. Sets the Shadow Mist, and I know I'm good, so I negate that. And I go into Battle Phase. I attack with Ganashia first, just in case he has the D-Prison or something. That way I can, that way my Quasar won't get double D-Prisoned, which would result in me not being able to summon out my shooting Star Dragon. He goes into Masked Hero Vapor. It's not doing him anything. I can just attack over it next turn. But he gets those 2 back, so he will be able to go for Dark Law next turn. But that is if I don't make another Quasar, which I do. And there's really no way I see him coming back from this because he can only activate 1 card per turn, essentially. Seeing as we know that 2 of his cards can't be activated. One of them is a Mask Change. He only has 2 unknowns, so I just decide to go for game. This actually won't be game, I'm sorry. I decide to go in for the damage. He's at 4,400. I use Where Art Thou just to thin out my deck a little bit. And yeah, here I'm trying to get that greedy. I'm just being greedy. I'm really in no danger. One of his back rows is a Mask Change, or so I thought. And the other one I don't care about. So he's at 4,500. And I use Shooting Star Dragon's effect to negate his attack. Because I don't want to, like, use Quasar's effect to destroy him, right? And then have him use, like, I don't know, Fissure on me in the end phase. That would just not be my jam. So I had Mind Control in hand, so I was just going to take an attack directly. My play doesn't change at all now. I just decided to go for Mistbird Colossalus to reduce its attack down to 0 and get a nice little draw off in the process here. Here I'm being supremely greedy. I'm trying to go for Quasar again. I see it's not happening. So I reduce his attack down to 0. And then I go into Battle Phase, or at least I do once I'm done messing around here. And I just attack, and then attack, and he Magic Cylinders me. He knows that's not going to work. I'm just going to negate with Quasar. And I win my 4th duel. Going into the 5th duel here, once this little timer counts down, we're going to see that I'm playing up against Sylv 2A. Draw a card with Upstart. Normal summon out Raven. Raise him up to level 4. Draw a card. Nizuchi's not doing me anything right now. Hopefully my this can draw me into something. Luckily, I draw into another Reagan, which just goes to show you how potent this deck can be. And here I had a good feeling, so I decided to see how far my combo would have gone. This is the last duel in the video. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy how far this combo goes too. It's actually a really extensive one. I wish you would have stayed in to see it. But yeah, it's a good note to end the video on. If you enjoyed the video, do what you do best. And thank you for all your support, guys. I mean, I normally don't have free time at the end of a video, just thank you guys, but I want to thank you wholeheartedly because you guys have really been very, very supportive. And I want to thank you for that. Recently, my deck profile got 1,000 views, which is astounding. I don't know how that even happened. And I'm sorry for I haven't really apologized for it in the past, but I'm sorry for the horrible quality of the second deck profile. I don't know what happened, but whenever the next format rolls around, I'll make sure it's a lot better. But yeah, just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you soon.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry.